All right. All right, Sagittarius, welcome to your 2023 tarot forecast. So I'm not going to follow the structure that I told you I would follow, which is challenges, opportunities, advice, etc. I already followed that structure for the monthly in-depth overviews and the other readings. So when I started this portion of the 2023 tarot forecast, I started with Aries, of course, and I'm going in order. And I just felt better to free flow. So I'm just going to free flow the information. Obviously, challenges, advice, opportunities will be integrated and included in this discussion anyways, but it's not going to be so structured because I just wanted a free flow and that's what was happening naturally and that was better. So I'm just going to go with that. I'm going to time it for around 15 minutes. It seems most of the readings are going over, which is fine, but I would suggest you also watch your sun, moon, rising, Mars, and Venus for a full picture. Yeah, okay, so let's get my timer ready here. Okay, I'll start it when I pull these. Spirit, we are looking for the highest and best messages for Sagittarius during this 2023 year ahead. The energies for Sagittarius for the 2023 year. What do they look like, please? Okay, first card out is the Fool reversed. So some of you could be preparing for a big shift in 2024. And I feel like this year you are getting yourself ready and prepared. I don't think that like nothing's going to happen this year and you're like, oh, I have to wait until 2024. No, I think you will start a lot of things. I feel like first and your top priority this year is to sort of do an inner journey and to figure out what you want to be doing with your life for the next major cycles. I also feel like with the Fool reverse, you're really going to recognize that there's new things happening internally. So a lot of new perspective shifts, a lot of new discoveries. I feel like more and deeper investigation into who you are becoming, your new identity that is still emerging. I feel like maybe some of you will find a little bit of delays with things you want to start, but it doesn't mean you're not ready to start. It doesn't mean you're not ready to receive that project or that, next chapter, but it just means it's not 100% organized. You don't have the full clarity or the picture. Does that mean that everything needs to go on pause? No. I feel like you will be organizing the building blocks and you will be figuring out how to make things fit, and you will be filtering out everyone and everything that will be coming with you into the next chapter, and everything that won't, you'll be dropping it, clearing it. But I feel like this year it's really important for you to sort of like whatever you've been carrying, whether it's emotional, spiritual, energetic, physical, like the relationships, maybe the things in your space, your home, your whatever you've been carrying for a long time. Now I feel like it's time for you to drop it, clear it. And it's like you want to create more available space in your life so you can expand. And you can't expand if you're carrying so many things, right? So like, look at how much baggage this guy has. It's not a lot, right? He's traveling very light. So I think it's really important for you to just keep that in mind. If anything or any person, any project this year is feeling really overwhelming, you're feeling like, wow, this is really draining me. These people or projects or companies or whatever are asking a lot from me. And I'm like, whew, I'm feeling like there's so much, like that's going to be a little bit of a red flag for you. You want to make sure that you are moving towards, sorry, let me start your timer here. Moving towards more flow. You want to move with flow, not friction, not feeling weighted down, not feeling so tired and just overwhelmed and exhausted dealing with these people. That's a red flag for you, okay? If you have your astro calendar, I would suggest pulling it out, and the notes section, you can just write down some of the tips that we're getting through. If you haven't downloaded it yet, you can find the link below. I have a 3 of coins here reverse. A lot of you are going to be like, I'm not following your plan. I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think you know. I don't care what kind of relationship we've had up until now. It's just like, I'm done. I'm done following your structure, your plan. For a lot of you, you are quitting a job. You are shifting who you work with. You're getting rid of them. You're focusing on new teams. You're focusing on new community. You're focusing on reinvesting your time, energy, money into new ways. And I feel like that's really good. With a 3 of coins here reverse, so there's a little bit of frustration because I feel like a lot of you have been building for a long time, but now you're recognizing you're building another person's tower. You're building another person's business. You're building, you know, with your passion, your ideas, your creativity, your expression, your commitment. And it's like you're investing so much time, energy, money, focus, attention, love into this connection. And at the end of the day, you're just like, wait, what am I doing? Like, I'm committing so much into you, into your project. And for some of you, fine. If you are properly compensated, if you are properly credited, if you are, you know, you own half of this or whatever, if you are fairly, you know, benefiting, then that's fine. But for a lot of you, you're just going to be like, this is bullshit. I'm not continuing to do this. I'm not going to continue to invest all of my time, energy, money to build your tower when I get back home at the end of the day and I have like nothing left for myself. If you notice that some of these connections are draining, exhausting, they're not like you're doing everything for everyone else and they're not doing anything or they're not doing enough, they're relying on you to show up and to do everything. It's like, no, we're done. We are done with that kind of approach, okay? Yeah, the Queen of Swords reversed. A lot of you, okay, I'm hearing a lot of you are going to see things that you've been blinded to up until now. Maybe you've been ignoring them. Maybe you've been avoiding them because it's a hard truth, because you know you shouldn't be socializing with these people. You know your habits need to change. You know your connections, this community, maybe they're taking advantage of you, but you feel approved by them or you feel connected. So you don't want to, you know, disconnect. You don't want to be alone. Like you're a Sagittarius. You want to get along with everyone. You are very of this world. You're like the everyday person. You know what I mean? So you can go out, communicate easily. You can experience everything. You can connect with different cultures, etc. But other people sometimes take your kindness and they take advantage of you. And sometimes you know that, but you still stay connected because you prefer to be in connection compared to alone. But like when you take more time for yourself and you're alone, you can focus on the healing, on expanding your vibration, and then you will attract other people who match your new vibration. Right now, I feel like you are already expanding and your vibration is increasing, but you don't want to leave some of these situations or people or connections or projects or whatever. And you're just feeling like, ugh, I'm just going to stay. So it's like your vibration is increasing, but you're keeping yourself stuck with other people and their vibration is not increasing. So their lower vibration is like watering yours down. And it's like, it's keeping you stuck. So now you have this opportunity to really this year, this is not going to be a quick process. This is going to be more strategic. You need to figure out an exit strategy. You also need to take time to recognize who I'm even talking about. But the overall energy here is you recognizing that some of the people are like watering down your vibration. They're pulling it down. And you know that if you just break free, that you can have more time to expand and a higher vibrational experience will be attracted to you. So keep that in mind, okay? I feel like also some people, they're just jealous and other people see that you have so much potential for success. So they want to either attach to you so that you can drag them to success, or they want to keep you stuck here, because if you figure out that you have potential for success and big success, then they're done. So they're trying to keep you clouded or tricked, or it's a weird energy. It's like they're jealous if you take off because they know you will leave them behind and you'll just go by yourself. But like, they don't want that, because then they're going to have to figure out why you left them, because they're not leveling up and they have to do the shadow work, etc. So they need more reflection on themselves. And for them to avoid reflection on themselves, they're going to keep you stuck with them. And it's like, oh, well, if you're still here, then I don't need to do anything because I can just distract the both of us together. So it's like, it's a weird energy. Some people, they can't be trusted. They don't really want what's best for you. So just allow that. If your intuition is telling you that, if you're noticing red flags, believe them. Okay. What else do we have for, I'm going to use 7 decks. What else do we have for Sagittarius here? There's an Aquarius energy coming through strong as well. So I have the 7 of Swords reversed. I feel like a lot of, like, whatever's been hidden from you, it's coming out. Whatever's been hidden from you up until now, it's coming out. And also the ways that you've been self-sabotaging, the ways that you've been keeping yourself stuck and blocked, you're going to really notice like that hidden information, or maybe you've been avoiding that for a long time. You know you need to change something. You know you have these tendencies. You know that you do something that's not good for you. And whatever, if you can drop it, then you know you'll level up. But it's just like, at this point, this year, it's too loud. You can't ignore it. So that 7 of Swords reverse is saying that kind of information, that kind of hidden, avoidant, suppressed, or if other people have been trying to hide something from you, like it's coming up this year and it's going to be very clear. And with that, you need to establish those boundaries. Queen of Swords reverse. You need to cut these people off, stop communicating entirely, done. And the boundaries. It's yes or no, in or out, up or down. There's no gray zone, middle ground, uncertainty. No, it's like, it's clear, you know what you're doing, and you're going for it. Wheel of Fortune. I love it. And the 7 of Wands. So you have 2 7s. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. So feeling very inspired to move forward in a new direction, and also learning how to control your impulses, because a lot of your impulses are going to be, I want to fight, I want to stay and try to fix it, I want to teach this person a lesson, or it's just like, stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time, okay? These people are not going to level up. These people are not going to change, not in the time that you need. So it's like, you need to go. The Wheel of Fortune is saying you have opportunity here for huge success, and your new identity is still emerging, and the universe is supporting that and will bring you opportunities to expand with that new vibration. But you can't have both, bitch. You can't have both. You can't stay stuck with these old connections, communities, situations, and expect to expand and move forward. You can't. Why? Because these old connections, people, projects, companies, whatever, they are weighing you down. So how can you fly if your backpack is full of bricks? It's like, ugh. It's like you need to open it up, dump everything out, and then you have an empty backpack, throw it on, and you can fly. You will find new tools. You will find new connections, people, things on the way. But like right now, it's just not working. The other thing is you need to really protect yourself. You really need to protect your energy, because other people are going to try to tempt you back. Other people are going to try to convince you to stay, or to trick you so that you fall, so that you slow down, so that you don't focus on the forward motion. Because again, these people know that you're becoming more successful, and you will forget them if you actually become successful, and they don't want you to leave. So it's like, you need to protect your energy. You need to protect your energy from these energy vampires, from these other people who don't wish you well. And maybe it's just unconscious. Like some of these people could be nice people, yes. And maybe they actually like you and you have a good friendship or whatever, but like there is something subconscious about these people and their minds. Sorry, about these people and their minds in the subconscious. It's like they know that you will leave and you won't be back. You won't be here to support them, to help them. They can't depend on you. They can't take advantage of you. So it's like they don't want you to see your power. They don't want you to understand your power. They don't want you to use your power. So they want to keep you distracted. Some of these people are like literally keeping you stuck with like drugs. I'm also hearing for some of you. So you need to drop that, or maybe just partying, drinking, whatever. But it's like they're really trying to tempt you. These are low vibrational frequencies, and they have like maybe entity attachments that they haven't cleared. And we're not even getting into that. Clear the root chakra. There's too many cards. Yeah, Two of Wands reverse. Some of these connections, you already know on a soul level, these people are not good for you and they're not included in your next chapter. So this year you need to clear them and you need to focus on building new connections and new community. Also, the future with these people is just, it's not, no. Daughter of Swords. You need to be guided. Look at all of the shadows, all of the doubt, all of the projected fears, anxieties floating around you. But if you look closely, you'll see that there's little dots of hope and new opportunities and expansion and the universe trying to lead you out. See all the little colors around you, but these people are trying to shade you from yourself. Some of these people are trying to keep you in an illusion so you don't see your power. I don't know what that is about, but like that has come up a few times now for you. Like they don't want you to understand your power. Yeah, you are literally breaking free. You are breaking free. You are breaking free from these connections and strength on the bottom. You need to tap into your strength. You need to focus on your strength and your power. This is new identity emerging. Some of you dealing with a Leo energy. I also feel like you need to be hyper focused on your goals, focused on your goals, focused on your goals. And then after you set your goal, or 1, 2, 3, 4, however many goals, you need to create a list that says, okay, if I want to achieve this goal, what does that behavior look like? And you make that list. And then everything that does not match that list, you need to clear out. You need to drop. You need to not engage. You can't. You need to be focused on this because people are going to be trying to pull you back this year. And I don't want to scare you, but it's just like you have huge opportunities to actually level up. Like Jupiter, your ruling planet, is not in retrograde anymore. He is moving forward. So like, you have opportunity to expand, so go for it. Yeah, there are some sneaky, we have the Fox card. There are some sneaky people who are trying to take something from you also. So make sure that you are protecting your knowledge, protecting your finances, protecting your business, protecting your social media. Some of you need to add like second authentication login for your computer, for your email, for your Instagram, etc. Some of you need to back up all of your important files. Some of you need to get a lawyer involved to help create the proper documents that make sure you own everything, that make sure you have an exit strategy if you need it, etc. Feel like really taking things seriously this year. I also feel like there's something about like hidden emotions. So other people could be telling you something, but you feel that you're just like, you have an ulterior motive or something like that. And I think, again, you just need to trust yourself the most. If something feels off, trust it. If something feels really good, trust it, go with it. But always this year, always be cautious, okay? Don't rush anything. Don't jump in. Don't sign right away. It's like, have another person review it. If you get offered something, say, thank you, I'm going to take this and review it, and I will let you know in 2 weeks. And then like sit with that information, read through it, meditate on it a few times, like give yourself more time, because I know Sagittarius is a little bit impulsive. Oh, this is going to go over for sure. That was the alarm, but whatever. Sagittarius is very impulsive sometimes, so just be careful with that, okay? I feel like there's a lot happening under the surface. Any person who takes your sense of joy or takes your sense of curiosity or takes your excitement, or if you enter a situation or a contract and you just feel like, or a discussion and you just feel like, ugh, I feel stifled, I feel smothered, I feel panicked and stressed and not like I'm in a flow and I'm not fun, and I'm not excited and I'm not curious, that's a red flag for you. Okay, so keep that in mind. Some of you will be moving. Some of you will be reestablishing your foundations. You thought that you could connect with and trust people for a long time and that you would build with them. Some of them you can trust, but you can't trust their skill set. Other people, some of you are going to have big issues with roommates, issues with landlords this year. You're going to notice that maybe there's home renovations or something needs to change. Some of you want to be moving your home. But overall, it's a sense of security and structure and foundation. So whatever is making your foundation a little rocky or panicky, it needs to go. Okay. Nothing will come of this situation. Okay. Nothing will come from this situation. And again, those are those people that are hoping you don't recognize that they're fucking losers, and by you staying with them, you become a fucking loser. So it's just like, no, they want you to stay put. Don't let pride get in your way. Don't let pride get in your way. And I feel like that for a lot of you is like, I would never leave this person. I would never quit this job. I would never move, because my ego, my pride is telling me I'm a good person if I stay. I'm a good person if I help. I'm a good person if I try to fix this situation again and again and again. You're not. You're not a good person for doing that. You're not being good to yourself because you're wasting your energy, wasting your time, and you're missing bigger opportunities. So you're not doing anything good by staying in these connections, okay? Bring love into this situation. Bring love into this situation. And sometimes love means leaving people to figure out their own path, because you trying to fix them, help them, support them, free them. It's like you're actually not helping them learn. And I learned this the hard way this year. I had to literally cut off like 3 or 4 different people, some being family members, like the love of my life. Like I just had to cut them off and leave them because they're not taking accountability for themselves. And me staying and trying to forgive them and support them and help them learn, I'm actually interfering with their karmic lessons and learning. So like, that's not love. Me staying here and hindering that person from learning is not love. Me allowing this person to actually go and grow, that is love. And that is really challenging and hard sometimes, especially when it's family, especially when it's someone you thought you would be with for like the rest of your life. But it's like real love is asking people to hold themselves accountable. And if they can't, then leaving them to figure out their own shit. That is real love, for real. Okay, last couple cards here. Introspection and warrior. So introspection. So again, we need to reflect on all of the connections and feel internally, why am I still here? Do I think I'm a savior? Do I think I need to stay? Am I just carrying their baggage for some reason? Is it an old program in my mind that I still need to clear out? Is there shadow work that is required? Like whatever. So a lot of introspection and even like external, investigating, sort of just trying to figure out like, why am I still here? What is the point? So you need to reflect on that for all connections this year. New projects, why am I taking this? Am I taking this because it feels comfortable? You need to do some introspection with every offer. Like, don't just accept. And I said that before. Don't just impulsively accept. You need to pause and breathe and take a few days to think about, why am I saying yes? If it's not a full body yes, then it's a no. The other one, warrior, and the liberator. So like, again, I think liberating people, letting people go, disconnecting them from them, freeing yourself to move forward on your path of positive leveling up, opportunistic expansion and allowing these people to figure out their own shit. Okay, last two cards here. It's way too many. Oh, love. Before you can truly love another, you need to be open. No, before you can truly love another, you need to open your heart and allow yourself to first receive love. If you open your heart, love will flow into your soul. I feel like a lot of you think that love means something, but really your definition and understanding and your perspective on love will be changing this year. Because again, like I said before, you leaving someone to figure out their own mess so they can actually learn, that is love. You loving yourself and prioritizing yourself and your mental health before you're draining yourself so that you can help other people. Like, no, you prioritizing yourself, that is love. And when you begin to connect deeper with yourself and you radiate love, you will attract other people who actually love you back. The other thing, wow. And you saw this. This was the first one when I was shuffling, it popped out. Responsibility. You need to discern more about the people you are helping. There are too many people who don't take responsibility for themselves and their own learning. Instead, they rely on you to fix it for them. Okay? Period. So if you're feeling that, and that happens often, which I think this year it will, or you'll notice where you're doing that a lot, you're supporting, you're helping, you're taking responsibility for other people when they should take responsibility for themselves, that's a red flag. That's a big red flag. Also, you are screwing up their karma and you will pick up their karma, and you don't need that. You have enough of your own karma to deal with. Not that I think you've been a bad person or whatever, but just all of us here as humans, we have enough of our own karma. We don't need to be paying off another person's karma because we keep interrupting their process. You know what I mean? So I hope that helps, Sagittarius. I'm sending you so much love. Go and watch your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Mars for a full picture. If you want to leave a comment below, I love that. Yeah, if you liked this, send it to a friend. Not just the link though, like actually buy it for them. This is my job. Yeah, so I appreciate all of your support. I love you guys. I will see you very soon. Okay, ciao. Okay, who is next? Who is next? All right, Spirit, what are the highest and best messages, please, for Capricorn at this time? All right. Welcome, Capricorn, to your 2023 tarot forecast. I am not going to follow the structure. I'm sorry, you probably hate that because you're a Capricorn, but some of you won't care, whatever. I already followed the structure of challenges, opportunities, advice for the other monthly readings, the in-depth reading, etc. So instead, I'm just going to go with a free flow. I've done that for all of the other signs up until now, and it's much better. It will already include, of course, just naturally integrated into the reading, we will talk about challenges, opportunities, advice, of course. But yeah, I'm just letting you know. Okay, so I'm going to time this around 15 minutes. We will probably go over, but that is the goal. So let's see, what are the best messages for 2023 for my Capricorns? 3 cards. Oh my God. Let me start my timer. Wow. Wow. So your first and strongest card is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Your 2 supporting cards is the 9 of Coins and the 3 of Coins. So money, 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 which I love for you. I also feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like everything you touch this year has the potential to turn to gold. So make sure that you are touching the right things. I also feel like for a lot of you, you're going to feel more empowered. And if you've been single, I feel like a lot of people are going to be noticing you, but you're going to be more selective about who you want to date. I feel like there's a lot more self-respect and self-love and self-compassion and commitment and just like new habits, new tendencies, new behaviors, new ways of spending your time, energy, money, and most of it is you prioritizing yourself. And I think in that energetic space, you will attract a really good partner. If you are already in a partnership, I just feel like you becoming more independent. Some of you will be either breaking free from past connections, but just feeling overall, and if you're staying in a relationship, that's fine, of course. But I'm just saying, like, the 9 of Coins is feeling more independent, feeling more empowered, feeling more excited about everything that you have to offer. So that's a really, really, really good card. I also feel like it's fun, it's flirty, it's sexy. And with the 3 of Coins, there's an opportunity here for you to really, I feel like, lead a team, or like you're involved, but maybe you're showing up more as, again, like a leader, a director, a delegator. You are giving instructions, or if you are taking instructions, you're really giving good feedback. And I think other people will be really impressed with your response and your skill set and your commitment. And that will lead to more opportunities for financial growth as well. Your challenge, though, I think is going to be focusing on what you do that keeps you stuck in a merry-go-round. It's like, is it your own behaviors? Is it your own tendencies? Is it self-doubt? Is it whatever? But like, make sure that you're not stuck in this like loop and loop and loop and loop. And if you notice yourself going back to old loops and loops and loops, then just make sure that you are like consciously breaking that cycle and you're focusing on new ways of doing things. You could have some other people, though, who are a little bit jealous, who are kind of gossiping behind your back, trying to figure out what you're drinking, trying to figure out how you leveled up, trying to figure out what your sort of like secret sauce is. And it's just like, it doesn't even matter. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy focusing on what these peasants are talking about. That's why they're still peasants, because like they waste so much of their time and energy talking about you, and you are actually leveling up and like finding serious success. And these people don't know how to do that, and they're just lazy. So they would prefer to just talk and talk and talk. So it's like, whatever, just let them talk. Give them something to talk about, because trust me, you're going to have a lot of opportunities this year for them to talk shit, because like the more you expand, the higher you go, the more eyes on you, the more you're triggering people, and the more those people, they're just like, meh, 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 it should be me. Then bitch, get up and work for it. Bye. Bye. Queen of Swords reversed on the bottom of the deck. Queen of Swords reversed on the bottom of the deck. No communication is going to be your best friend. You're not getting involved in the drama. You're not speaking to people who don't respect you. It's like, you're just, oh, you don't respect me? Okay, cool. I'm out, and you won't hear from me again. Like, door closed, locked, moving forward. You are cardinal earth energy. So if you're not getting what you need, if you're not getting the facts, the truth, the respect, then like you're going to drive forward as fast as possible. And these people will just be like left in the dust. Okay. You could have some people that, you know, again, maybe it's those people that are jealous or they're trying to take something from you or whatever, but some people are going to not always be honest. So you really need to trust yourself this year. I also feel like there could be some events or things that happen that are just a little bit surprising because you don't see them coming. But I still feel like if you have that strong and solid foundation, it doesn't really matter what's happening outside of you. It doesn't matter what's happening because you're going to be focused on keeping yourself balanced and sane and strong. And like, if your foundation is strong, if your roots are strong, then you can grow really tall and strong. And it doesn't matter what is happening around you. You'll be like, I'm solid. I'm solid. So you need a really good daily practice, stretching your body, eating well, healthy foods. You want to be maybe talking to a therapist, a coach, an energy worker, whatever, acupuncture. Like, you want to make sure. I also feel like a lot of you just getting massages. It's like, treat yourself this year. You know what I mean? So like, make sure you're doing whatever you need to do, getting out in nature a lot. See some of you walking on the beach a lot, the forest, connecting with pets, etc. It's just like making sure that you're remaining grounded so that whatever's happening externally, it doesn't matter. You're strong and balanced. Okay. Four of Cups, Seven of Coins, more money, more money. And the Hermit reversed. Interesting. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups reversed. So the Eight of Cups reversed, I feel like there could be people from your past that when you leave, they want to come back because they see that you're leveling up without them. And they're like, oh, no, wait for me. Wait, come back. And you're like, no, I'm not coming back. 100%, I'm not coming back. So like, don't go back. Also, some people will be very critical of you. I also feel like you could be very critical of yourself. So just don't. Give yourself love and compassion and slow down. I feel like the self-talk is going to be really important for you this year, and you don't want to get lost in the like mental spiral of beating yourself up. I'm not good enough, whatever. Like, you've already experienced that. Drop it. With the Four of Cups, it's like, drop it. You don't need to see that again. You don't need to do that again. You've already learned the lesson. You've already gone through the experience. So why would you do that again? I also feel like that's going to be really important for the deals and the offers and the contracts that you're accepting. Like, some of them you're just going to be like, I could make a lot of money here, yes, but I'm not really feeling passionate and excited about it. So that means that there's like a limit to this money. Like, if you can invest into projects and people and things that make you feel really excited, and like your heart space expands and your soul is happy to be involved, it's like that is the kind of energy where you will have, like, without limits, you can just continue to expand and grow. So like, that's a good way to focus your energy. If you're noticing that when you're in discussions about a contract, that part of you internally, your intuition, you're just like, ugh, I don't know if I really want this, but it's good money. And Capricorn's like, money, money, money. But it's just like, babe, like, the money is not everything, and the money will come. But if you are limiting yourself into a project where you can't expand because you're not passionate about it, then the money is limited. So like, you really want to focus on that. And it could be quick money, but then it maxes out and you're just like, ugh. And then you're like contracted to stay, or you're stuck in this cycle, or now you need to maintain it and you don't like what you're doing. So now you're like, oh, this is such a frustrated energy. So I feel like there's going to be a little bit of fear. Yeah, fear this year with like trying to focus on a new path that looks like you don't know where you're going. It's like, oh my God, I don't know where I'm going. Can I trust this? Yes, you need to trust yourself. You're going to be really tested this year with trusting your intuition and making decisions from the heart and not only from the mind or from the financial perspective. But all of that money will come either way, but it's either like, it will be limited if it's another person's plan or their offer that doesn't really resonate with you. If it's your creation, if it's something that you're following the heart space, you're expanding with community and people who all support each other and you're all excited about the, like, that is going to bring you way more opportunity than just like your regular, you know, sort of like, yeah, it's good money, but it's not really where your heart is. I think less is more this year too. Yeah, the Mother of Cups reverse. I feel like less is more this year for you. Like, you don't really, it's like, buy less things and spend more money on yourself feeling good. So like, good food, a good gym membership, maybe a trainer or whatever, like private yoga, like going on vacations, like wellness retreats, massages, acupuncture, like everything that makes you feel really good and sexy and like that is a better way to spend money than just like on clothing and like a fancy car or whatever. Of course, I mean, if you can have both, go for it and make sure you can actually afford everything and don't be spending all of the money, because I feel like as money's coming in, it's going out. Money's coming in, it's going out. And it's like, no, like it's coming in, take a little bit, spend it. The other one, hold, because you're going to want to invest it into different things. I don't think money's going to be an issue for you this year, but I just think you want to make sure you're spending it properly. Okay. You have the Wheel of Fortune again. You have the Wheel of Fortune again. There are certain, and the Three of Wands reversed. Yeah. There are some connections that like you're really going to be experiencing a rebirth this year. And some of the connections that people show up and they want to offer you something, or they want to give you something, or they want to connect with you again, you're just going to be like, I don't really see potential here. I don't really see a future here. So I'm not going to say yes and just accept it. Oh God, some of your exes are coming back around too, I'm hearing. Some of your exes are going to come back around again too, I'm hearing. Yeah, some of you, your long-standing belief systems, they're changing. Some of you, you've been maybe very faithful with a religion also up until now, and you're just like, I am done with this. What am I doing? Why am I thinking about that? It's like, or you're noticing how religion has influenced you growing up and it sort of limited you in some ways, and now you're sort of breaking through that and you're going to find more freedom. I also feel like just self-expression. But something about your long-standing belief systems will be purged this year. That could be connected to your self-worth. That could be connected to family, ancestry, society, like whatever. But it's just, you're over it. Okay, you need to take more time out in nature. If you can, go to the beach, go to water. This year is connected to Cancer energy. That is cardinal water. You are cardinal earth. So like, both of that leadership energy is going to be amplified, and you need to take control of your energy field, control of your life, and decide what you need to remain the top priority and like in the best health, mentally, physically, spiritually, etc. So that means more time to chill. Again, I feel like less shopping and more alone time, less sort of like dinners out and doing things, and more like going away for the weekend and relaxing. I just feel like when you're connecting with your emotions and you're allowing yourself to truly process everything that is moving in your sort of emotional body, like you're going to have so many downloads, so many awareness, perspective shifts, like so many new ideas and inspiration. Some of you are also going to be traveling overseas, and I think you're going to be trying to figure out where you want to establish your new home. I feel like you want to, or maybe you're wanting to get a new business or a new job or something like that. But I feel like a lot of you considering where you want to sort of drop your anchor, like the boat is going to drop it and and then you're going to float. Maybe some of you will be testing out a few different countries or cities or whatever. I feel like that'd be really good for you. Yeah, again, like out in nature, okay? Some of you will be taking on horseback riding, I'm hearing, which is interesting. I think you're also, this is Capricorn, right? Yeah, you're like the centaur, or is that Sagittarius? No, you're the sea goat, LOL. Yeah, water and land, right? Make sure that you are mixing it all year. I think, yeah, I feel like, let me actually pause this for a second until that stops. I feel like if you notice that as a child, you really liked to do something, but then up until now, you've sort of like put that aside. So maybe you liked camping, maybe you liked rock climbing, maybe you liked whatever, just painting or drawing or whatever. It's like that inner child who has been sort of pushed away or ignored or avoided, like now's the time to integrate that again and do those things. So go camping or painting or whatever. It's our time, but we're going to go over for sure. It's okay. I just feel like the more time you embrace that inner child and you just let that inner child play, the more flow you will experience, the more energy will pour through, and the more ideas and inspiration will come up. So think about what you used to like to do as a child and then apply it now, but use an adult budget. Love that. Okay. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back. So again, I'm feeling like these are old people. These are old habits. These are old ideas, the self-sabotaging tendencies, the old limiting beliefs about yourself or whatever. It's just like, you don't need to let that energy hold you back anymore. This is the South Node. We have Scorpio in the South Node right now, which is a huge opportunity to release and clear out the old programs in our subconscious mind, the fears, the self-sabotage, the addictions, the dependencies, the toxic cycles. It's time to clear them out. So use that energy wisely, okay? Bring love into the situation and prosperity lies ahead. So bring love into this situation. So again, you can release people with love. You can say goodbye because I love you. And I notice that if I stay, you're not going to level up. You're not going to heal. You're not going to fix this situation because I'm always here giving you an excuse not to do the work. I'm always here supporting you, trying to fix it for you, trying to love you more through your pain. But because I'm still here, you're not learning. So I need to give you love in a new way. This has come up for a few of the other groups also. I also feel like prioritizing yourself. That is true love. And this 9 of coins energy, this is saying you need to prioritize yourself and give yourself the most love, because like, why are you continuing to give your love to other people and then you're just feeling like drained? It's like, no, like you need to take all of that love back and put it into yourself this year and just see what happens. The other one is prosperity, money, opportunity lies ahead. Okay. Love that. We also have the South Node, which is clearing. Remember, we talked about that. And then we have the new moon in Aquarius, the new moon in Taurus. So like we've got new, and the South is clearing out the old. So you have opportunities here to start fresh cycles. Also, the new moon in Taurus could be really important for you. That's going to happen around May. And then we have a new moon in Aquarius, which will be in February or so. So in this new year, make sure that you are using those new moon energies as best you can, okay? Take the new moon workshop, of course. Do a couple more cards here. Woman, intelligence. I love that. This is woman and intelligence. So when I think of woman, and this can be any gender, of course, but when I think of woman, I'm thinking about the birth, the creation, the womb space, the womb space. That is where and how we all create and birth something. The intelligence is having the ideas, the mentality, the knowledge, the skill set. So I feel like you have the skills, you have the knowledge, you have the vision. Now it's an opportunity this year for you to take all of that and apply it and actually birth it and create something with all of that knowledge. Because you've had a lot of lessons. I think the last few years have been a little bit challenging for a lot of you. So it's like everything that you've learned, this is the number 19, 1 and 9 equals a 10. 10 is the end of a cycle. It also reduces to a 1 and is a fresh start. So yeah, this is an opportunity for you to really connect with the womb space and birth whatever those new projects are, because I think they will lead to abundance and success. We also have awakening, the crow. The crow is connected to death and rebirth, and we have awakening. This is also the number 2. So this is connections with partnerships, collaborators, love, etc., and finding better balance internally. So you're going to have a lot of opportunities this year to awaken, to see everything with a new perspective and understand how you need to level up and change so that you can invite in more opportunities and expansion. You will also have a lot of awakening moments, understanding other people and how you have maybe been interrupting their karmic process, or how you need to disconnect from them because they are actually pulling you down and dragging you behind. Okay? Do 2 more. resilience, and worthwhile. So worthwhile, it says, life is not about being taught a lesson for getting something wrong. Life is about adding experiences to your life to add more richness to your life. So I feel like, again, all of the experiences that have happened up until now, they meant something. They were really important for you. You learned. Now it's time to actually apply. And it's like, we can't continue to stay in these same situations to what? Learn the same lesson again and again and again. It's like, no, it's time to actually leave that situation, give it love and forgiveness and respect because it taught you what you needed to learn, but now it's time to actually apply it. The other one I have is resilience. I have someone is protecting you from their truth. They are worried about your response. It's not their decision to make. You are stronger than they think. So like, this is really interesting because I feel like maybe some people are scared of you leaving them. Maybe some people are really aware of how weak they are and they don't want to admit that because they would prefer to depend on you to keep you stuck here with them because they don't want to feel lonely. But it's like, first and foremost, that's not nice because they're holding you back. Secondly, if this person wanted to tell you something, for some of you, I'm also hearing, and they're showing me this Queen of Swords first again. I feel like for some of you, this is something with the mother. But just overall, there's an energy here of people hiding information. It could be, there could be lies here, like literally like cheating, things like that. Maybe they took something, or I'm hearing like they created a situation for you to believe, but really that's not the truth. And they know that, but they don't want to tell you the truth because they know that you'll leave. And it's like, there's like this round and round sort of thing. I don't know. I don't really know what to think about that one. Let me pull one more. So I'm going to pick one more because that's a bit of a strange card. That's going to be more specific for everyone, but okay, so this is indifference. Some things are worth worrying about, but these situations are not one of them. Let go of this situation. Take your happiness back and move forward with exciting new events. So yeah, I feel like it doesn't matter what truth is being hidden. I also feel like some of you are trying to figure out, it's like, I want to figure it out. I want to figure it out. I want to figure it out. I want to investigate this more and more and more. And I feel like this is maybe more of the energy for a lot of you. It's like, you want to stay, you want to figure it out. You want to get your answer. It doesn't matter. These people are not going to give you the truth because they don't think that you can handle it. But like, you know, something feels off. So you need to stop worrying about this situation because it really doesn't matter anyways. And you need to focus on the growth that is coming in your future. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there. I love you. I hope you watch your sun, moon, and rising, your Venus and your Mars for a full picture of this year. I also love to read your comments. So if you guys want to type them below, that's amazing. If you liked this, you can go back to my website. You can gift it to a friend. Yeah, I just hope this was helpful. And I'm sending you so much love, Capricorn, and I will see you very soon. Ciao. Okay. Right, two more, and then we are done. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is a lot of work for a very fair price. That's okay. People need this info. We're going to look at Aquarius now. All right. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, what's up? Welcome to your 2023 Tarot Year Ahead Forecast. I'm not going to follow the structure, the challenges, opportunities, the advice, because I already used that structure for the monthly in-depth and I think another portion, so it doesn't matter. For all of the signs up until now, I've just been doing a free flow. Obviously, challenges, advice, opportunities are all worked into it naturally. So don't, it's like, it will be fine. I'm going to aim for around 15 minutes. All of the readings have been going over. That's fine. I suggest you watch your sun, moon, and rising, your Mars and your Venus. And if you have already downloaded and printed your astro calendar, then I would pull out your notes page and you can just jot down some notes. If you haven't, shame on you. Just kidding. But the link is below. It's a really helpful resource. Okay. So let's see what 2023 has in store for Aquarius. Okay. Okay. This one really wants to come out. Woo! 3 of Wands. I like that. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Okay, so 3 of Wands is looking like your ships are finally coming in. Will they arrive this year? I don't know. But it looks like you have a better idea and vision of what you want to include, to invite in. I feel like you are, some of you are also, I feel like, sending out maybe new job applications, or you're trying to manifest a new way of being more independent. I feel like a lot of you will be connecting with community and asking people, maybe delegating with other people, like, hey, I need this, I need this, I need this, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for this. Like, I feel like a lot of energy sort of coming out from you. Yes, there's going to be a lot of things, of course, coming back, results, opportunities, expansion, offers, of course. Resources, I'm hearing also, maybe a lot of you have been looking for some shared resources and they're coming, but I feel like you're not afraid to ask for help, to speak up for what you want, etc. So that's a really nice energy. This is also a focus on community and expansion. So maybe some of you have been trying to connect with new community members. Oh, let me start my timer here. Maybe some of you have been trying to find new friends because the old friends are just a little bit toxic or whatever. Yeah, I feel like you asking the universe, I need this, 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 this. I am giving gratitude for you bringing them to me, and I'm patient. And I think patience this year is going to be a big theme for you, Aquarius, because there's a lot coming and you have a big cycle ahead of you. I think 2024, you're going to notice there's a lot of results, a lot of foundation and structural changes, and a lot of opportunities coming. This has come up for a few of the other signs also. Not all of them, but at least 3. I think you're now the 4th, where like 2024 is going to be big for you. So this year is more about shifting the structures, understanding what you want, who you're becoming. And that's great because, again, this year is a number 7, which is like a shift, a change. You know what I mean? So it's like options, filtering out what you want to keep, what you want to let go. So that just makes sense for me. Okay, let's see what else we've got here for Aquarius. Wow. Okay, well, this is way too many cards. However, I will let you see this one, 2 of Cups, which I love. I'm going to put these all back in, though. Yeah, some of you need to be budgeting better with your money, your energy, your focus and love and attention. With that 2 of Cups, I feel like a lot of you could have opportunities for new connections, collaborations, finding better balance within yourself, because your masculine and feminine energies have maybe been out of whack. Too much work, doing too much, not resting enough, or not taking enough action and waiting around for things to just change. And it's like, so I feel like now you're going to understand the better balance with your feminine and masculine energy. Also, some of you could be meeting a soulmate, a twin flame. Will you stay together forever? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe some of you, yes. But like overall, big learning. It could be reconnecting with an old person also, but now experiencing a level up in the committed relationship, which is beautiful. Okay, let's see. 2 cards, please, for Aquarius. 2 cards here, please, for Aquarius. Wow. 6 of Wands. Success. Success. I feel like a lot of people recognizing you, more eyes on you, people admiring your work. I also feel like you want to be careful because you don't want your ego to be so big that it's like running the show, and then you're finding more blocks, you're finding more disappointments. The universe is like slapping you in the face to like humble you. So it's just like, be careful with your ego this year, okay? I also feel like, oh yeah, 3 of Swords, interesting. I feel like a lot of you, and the 4 of Coins reverse on the bottom of the deck. A lot of you are going to notice how your ego in the past has been running the show, and that has caused some pain, some loss, some emotional disturbance. There could have been lying, cheating. Some of you will be noticing that your old traumas this year need to come up to be cleared. And if you focus on actually clearing them and releasing the foundation that those traumas have created, then like that foundation can come crumbling down. Those traumas can be released, that learning can be integrated, and you can find huge success with all the expansion, because you're actually seeing how those traumas have been influencing your impulsive behaviors, or have been sort of tricking you into thinking and believing something that's not true. We still have the South Node in Scorpio for a few months. So like a lot of opportunities to sort of clear out the old programs in the subconscious mind that are running. So old self-sabotaging tendencies, addictions, toxic cycles, connections, old self-limiting beliefs. It's like, it's time to go. We have that 4 of Coins reverse. Like, you can't hold on to these things anymore. You can't hold on to these old belief systems, these old foundations that don't support you. So this year you have an opportunity to really understand that those foundations and those old habits and behaviors need to go. Behind that, with the 3 of Swords, you need to focus on clearing the emotional pain that has caused it, the triggers, the traumas. Some of this is from family for some of you. Some of you, you're also just dealing with like betrayal from past boyfriends, girlfriends, partners, collaborators, whatever, people who have taken advantage of you, broken your heart. There could be some sexual assault here also, but I'm not going to get into that. But overall, energetic abuse I'm feeling from other people, and that energetic abuse has made you spiral into these old coping mechanisms, and those coping mechanisms maybe created a foundation that is not strong enough now because it's not serving you. So that foundation needs to come down. When that foundation comes down, you're going to have all these other new connections, new people, new things coming to you. You can also ask the universe to bring them. They will come, and then you will start to connect with these new communities, new opportunities, new expansion. And with that, you will find a lot of success. You will find that you feel really good. You feel really empowered. You're feeling really good and empowered and strong. So that's going to be a beautiful energy for you to move through this year. Okay. Wow. 3 of Swords again, but this time it's reversed. Got the 7 of Wands reversed, and I have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Justice reversed. Oh my gosh. You guys are literally breaking free of yourself, your old mental blocks, your old self-sabotaging tendencies, behaviors, the people, the projects, the things in your life that up until now have been blocking you, and you can't get real success. You can't get deep emotional satisfaction, deep intimacy. You can't experience all of the joy and abundance that life has to offer because you've been keeping yourself small, because you've been maintaining these old foundations and habits and behaviors and connections that don't serve you. Now you have an opportunity to actually clear them. That 3 of Swords reverse is saying those swords, the swords, they're coming out. We are actually healing. And that 7 of Wands reverse is saying, I'm not going to avoid it, ignore it. I'm not going to protect myself. My ego is not going to show up and protect myself. It's like, no, I'm going to feel it. I'm going to feel the disappointment from these past connections. I'm going to feel the hurt. I'm going to feel all of that shit so that I can actually clear it. And with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, I'm going to break this cycle. I'm not going to continue. The Justice card here reverse is also saying you've already paid off that karma. These karmic contracts are done. You can drop them. Give yourself permission this year to drop them. Go out, find new community, try new things, pick up new courses, learning, languages, cultures, healing modalities. It's like, go connect with new people who don't do the same thing you've been doing. Connect with new communities who don't look like the old communities you've been connecting with. Like, you are so mature, or you are now through this year really going to be maturing. So you need to drop those old contracts, agreements, the people. Some of you, this is jobs. It's like, why are you still working under a company that takes advantage of you? They maybe bully you. They don't treat you fairly. It's like, if anything around you is not equal give and take, if you're not actually benefiting and expanding into a new version of yourself, then you need to drop it and clear it. If it is old, if it is a habit, if it feels really comfortable, but you know it's not good for you, drop it, okay? Drop it. Nine of Wands reverse, the Empress, the Tower, y'all. The Son of Swords. And the Seven of Wands reverse again. Oh, no, sorry. This is the Six of Wands reverse. Ooh, and you've got the Two of Cups. And you've got the Three of Cups. When you give yourself permission to change your communities, to change how you show up in relationships, to change your habits and behaviors, to show up in a new identity and to have more integrity and self-respect and self-love, when you are radiating out that kind of energy, other people will show up and match that energy, and you will find that you have better balance within friendships. You have better, healthier people around you. You have people who want to actually support your growth and not just support your comfort zone. I feel like also, again, romance, deep connection, soulmates, twin flames. Will you be with these people forever? Maybe not. But for the next chapter, there is a lot of learning. And I feel like you're ready to learn more about what life has to offer you in a positive way. But you need to make those positive changes this year. You need to go through that struggle, that pain, that shadow work, and clear it so that you can integrate all of that knowledge and lessons, and you can actually expand within better communities and connections. I also feel like the Nine of Wands reverse, if you feel exhausted, if you go out and you party, or you're connecting with the same people, or you're doing the same things that you've always done, and then there's moments where you're just like, why am I doing this? This feels like it's draining me. These people feel like energy vampires. This experience feels like it's not benefiting me. Then it's not. That's a red flag. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You are fixed air energy. So your mind can become a little bit habitual and stuck on the same thing over and over and over. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge for you to break that mindset. But if there's one thing Aquarius does best, it's rewire the mind. You need to commit to the rewiring, but like, you are literally designed to show up, understand a system, destroy the system, and recreate the system better than ever. So do that with yourself, with your own system, with your own mind, with your own habits, behaviors, communities, connections, projects, etc. Use your power on yourself instead of using your power externally to do things out here, thinking externally if it changes, internally it will change. You are crying for help right now, but you need help from yourself internally. That's the only way the change will come. So it's like, stop thinking external changes will reflect internal changes. They won't. Internal changes will project to external changes, yes, but external changes won't necessarily change internally. That being said, it is important for you, because you're an air sign and your mind works logically when you're seeing external changes. I think a little bit of a dual approach would be good for you. So yes, maybe changing your clothing or buying new clothes, changing your home or cleaning things up. I think maybe changing your hair or it's like buying a new phone case, for example, like not always going to the same cafe, not always eating the same foods. It's like that kind of external change simultaneously happening with the internal changes will amplify your experience and help you rewire your mind. Because if you're only changing the mind, but externally you're not changing visually things that are happening, then it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, because visually you're going to see the same, but internally you're going to feel different. So if you can change both, I would suggest that. But at the very least, you can't only change the external and think internally it will change. It won't. You have to at least change the internal. So if you're going to just pick one, internal changes. Externally, it will catch up. If you can afford to do both, and for free, for example, is just don't drive the same way to work every day. Don't take the same bus. Don't take the same walkway. If it takes you 10 minutes more, but it's changing your mind, which will change your life, then take the 10 minutes more. But it's like, you need to do that. The other thing, you have so much growth happening this year. If you avoid it, if you ignore it, the universe will step in and slap the shit out of you. Okay, so you can either grow on your own, or you can stay the same and the universe is going to strike you down. Okay, the universe will strike you down. Pow. So which is it? I also feel like hyper focus on your goals. Establish your goals. Understand what behavior and action needs to be taken to achieve those goals. And then everything that doesn't match that action, avoid. You have the key. You literally have the key. You have the key. You already know internally what needs to change. Remember that 7 of Swords that came up for this year because it's the 7th year? That 7 of Swords is saying you already know, but you're ignoring it, avoiding it, you're hiding it. Don't ignore it. Don't avoid it. Don't hide it, because you can't hide from yourself, Aquarius, and the universe sees your vibrational imprint. And it's just like, they'll see if you're lying to yourself, they're going to show up, zap, pow. It's like, no, focus on your growth. If you can focus on your growth this year, next year, that's our time. But if you can focus on your growth this year, next year, oh my God. The amount of results and abundance and expansion, don't even get me started, okay? You ain't dead yet. You ain't dead yet. You ain't dead yet, which means what? You can still change. You can still grow. So like, I also feel like a lot of you are going to try to, lay something to rest. Old habits, behaviors, addictions, toxic cycles, people, projects, places, traumas, whatever. But you're going to notice like, wow, this is really strong. This attachment has a strong hold. Good. Recognize that, identify that, and then do whatever you can to get the tools and the weapons to cut it off, clear it out. Because the more you focus on clearing it, the more you are aware that it is there, the more control you have. You ignoring it, avoiding it, pretending it's not there is not doing anything for you. It's going to continue to creep up, take control of you. That means what? Your behaviors, your situations, your habits are not going to change, which means what? The universe is going to step in and so don't let that happen. I feel like a lot of you need to get out of the city. A lot of you need to take more time with yourself out in nature. A lot of you need to really reintroduce yourself to yourself and figure out who you are now becoming, because who you are now is different from who you were last year, 2 years ago, 10 years ago. And I feel like a lot of you just still have these old habits and behaviors that you learned when you were experiencing like young trauma or coping mechanisms or whatever. I think we already talked about that. And it's just like, you don't need to do that anymore. You don't need to do that anymore. You are already matured. You are growing up. It's time to really grow up. So it's like, I also feel like taking more trips, how you're spending your money. You want to be spending your money on things that make you feel whole and satisfied. Like, yeah, trips, sort of wellness treatments, taking breaks. Not really like, I bought this fancy bag. Like, that's great. Like, bitch, Gucci. I like nice stuff too. I like nice things too. I get it. But like, I also now especially prefer to like spend more money on just like travel, retreats. Oh my God, massage. I go to massages twice a week, acupuncture. I have a nutritionist. I have a trainer. It's like, that's how you want to be spending money, in ways that make you feel healthy and good, mentally balanced, structure. It's like, that's going to be a better way for you to be spending your money. I don't really think that Aquarius like spends a lot of money on just like fancy shit. Like some of you, depending on your chart, of course, but I'm just like, yeah, it's, yeah, just think about what your investment is getting you back. Is it just going to be like a cute jacket that just sits in your home and doesn't really do anything? Or is it going to be a big experience that changes your life? Is it going to be an energy worker who helps you clear shit, you know? A fiery climax approaches. Oh, Lord. A fiery climax approaches. Now, that can be your decision. You're deciding that you want to make these big changes, and that is the climax. Boom, you change it and you move forward. Or you can continue to ignore it and avoid it, and the universe can step in and climax. This is a full moon in Aries. So, like, I think in you taking action towards all the changes you want to make, that's going to be 100 times more successful than the universe stepping in, throwing you off, and then you have to clean it all up, and then you need to figure out what to do. It's like, if you're waiting for the universe to step in and throw it off so that you can then clean up everything and then figure out what to do, that's taking double, triple the amount of time. If you just start today figuring out what needs to go and how to change that and how to take action towards a new you, that's going to be way faster results. And prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity lies ahead. So like, take the action, because huge opportunities are coming for you if you get there. How do you get there? Decide to move there. Don't wait for the universe to show up and force you. Nothing will come of this situation. Nothing will come of this situation. So I think if you stay in these old habits, communities, impulsive decisions, some of these people, it's just like, nothing's changing here. Nothing is changing here. The only thing that you're doing is wasting your time and missing out on other opportunities. Okay, a couple more cards here. Humility and peace, wisdom and experience. So we have humility and peace, wisdom and experience. I feel like it takes a lot of humility to say, okay, I accept that these were not the best cycles, that these were not the best people, that these were not the best decisions for me. I am at peace with them. I accept it, but now I am deciding to move and focus my energy on new ways. I'm going to gain wisdom and apply all of the learning, apply all of the wisdom that I now have from all of these past experiences. And I'm going to decide to take my power back and make new decisions. If you can accept that you made bad decisions in the past, or decisions that didn't really benefit you, or decisions of any kind, if you can say, okay, I decided to do these things, now you can accept that you have the deciding power and you can decide to do different things. That came up for you guys in another monthly reading recently too, I believe. Okay, two last cards here. Wonderful. Sometimes being too cautious is an excuse for being afraid to take risks and move forward. Don't use this as an excuse to miss out on something amazing. Wow. So your card says, wonderful. Sometimes being too cautious that's an excuse because you're afraid to take a risk. Don't use this as an excuse. Move forward on something amazing. So take a risk, try something new, try new people, try new habits, try new situations, new jobs, new countries. Try. Don't be afraid to miss out. Don't be afraid to leave. You should be afraid of missing incredible opportunities because you want to stay stuck. And the last card we've got for you is indifference. Indifference. Some things are worth worrying about, but this is not one of them. Let go of these old situations and invite in future opportunities for expansion. So again, it's like, you need to look back at all of these old connections, situations, people, projects, things, and just be like, I'm neutral. I don't care. I'm at peace. I can accept that I made these decisions to stay here. Great. Now I'm taking my power back. I'm going to focus on the future opportunities and expansion that are coming, because if I stay here, what am I doing? I'm just missing out because I'm scared to take a risk. Fuck that. Okay. I love you, Aquarius. Please comment below if these resonate, whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever you are manifesting this year, you can put down. I'd love to read all of your comments. Watch your sun, moon, and rising sign, your Venus and your Mars. If you like this and it was helpful, you can gift it to a friend. I would love that. Thank you all for your support. I will see you very soon, Aquarius. Ciao. Good luck this year. Okay, final reading. Pisces, you squirmy little fish bitch. Where you at? Where you at, Pisces? Where you at? Okay, I'm gonna take the best bubble bath after this. I'm gonna order some food. I'm gonna watch a movie. Okay. Pisces. Pisces. All right. Pisces. Welcome to 2023. This is your tarot forecast. I'm not following the structure of the challenges, opportunities, advice. All of that information will just be naturally integrated into this reading, of course, but for all of the signs, you included, I've just done a free flow. So we're just going to see what comes up. I already used that structure for the monthly in-depth and another one, so whatever. I just felt like channeling naturally and free flow was better. The goal is to aim around 15 minutes. All of the readings have gone over, so this will be a little bit longer. I suggest you watch your sun, moon, and rising, your Venus and your Mars for a full picture. And yeah, let's just see what comes up, okay? All right, what are the best messages for Pisces for 2023? Please, Spirit. Best messages for Pisces 2023. Best messages for Pisces 2023. Wow, that's your card. Boom. Okay. It's so funny because I think every sign, which is crazy, had either a major arcana card, which is this, or an ace come up first. So like, this is a very faded year. I was also feeling when I was shuffling, a lot of exciting energies coming for you. But when I see this card, I feel like you need to really trust yourself, trust your gut. If you're noticing that there are people, oh, let me start my timer here. If you're noticing there are people, projects, things, places that don't feel good, that's a red flag for you. You need to leave that situation, and you don't need to explain yourself. I feel like a lot of you are just going to be making big decisions this year and not telling everyone, moving more secretly, but not in like a sketchy way, like not in a rude, manipulative way, like not that, but just you being like, I don't like this. I'm going to leave. And he's smiling. Yeah, okay, see you later. And then you're never back. Or like, or you're wanting to leave a company, get out of a contract. And first, you're trying to figure out your best approach. First, you're trying to figure out what the best strategy is for you to save yourself. And then when you have your plan ready, then you tell people. I also feel like a lot of you having some divine connections coming through for sure, because this is the number 2. This can be collaborators, love, friends, whatever, reconnecting with people from the past in new ways and really leveling up your experience with them. I also feel like just wise energy, like you may be getting wise counsel from another person. Maybe you are more focused on your healing, more focused on your skill set and development with your intuition, and trying to figure out how to really connect deeper with your spirituality. That's going to be really good for you this year. So I would suggest diving into your practice, a daily practice, setting up an altar, they're showing me, making sure that you have just good books, good podcasts. Like you will be constantly learning this year, okay? But I feel like more focus on like esoteric learning, spiritual learning, like not real. I mean, maybe some of you will be picking up new skill sets, of course, like that's amazing also, but more about learning how to use tools, like spiritual tools. Meditating more will be really good for you. Also, if you're trying to attract something or you want to manifest something, more energetic and meditation and attracting it in, not really focusing on like the 3D kind of how to do and work for everything. It's more about attracting things energetically to you. So that's really good. You're understanding how to work with energies in new ways. And a lot of you are going to notice just really increased psychic skills. Of course, that comes with practice. I'm also hearing really vivid, strong dreams. Some of you learning how to like astral project. Be careful with that though. Be careful with that. Temperance reverse. And the Queen of Cups. All right. And the Chariot. This is the year ahead. We've got Chariot. We've got strength here. So a lot of you really standing in your power and understanding your identity is changing. And as you are now evolving, you want to reflect on the things that before you've been valuing, before you've been protecting, before made you feel comfortable. And now you're noticing like some of these things are really not benefiting me and I want to drop them. I also feel like you're more focused on the future and not really obsessing about the past or worried about the past or thinking about the past. It's like, no, like the past is the past. I can't control it. I want to focus on what I am now creating and of course focus on this moment, focusing on the breath and what I want to manifest in this moment, because this moment over time, every moment, that's what leads to big change, not you obsessing or dreaming about the future. It's more about, okay, what do I want to manifest in the future? Perfect, I got that. Now I'm going to apply it. We just had Jupiter move out of your sign. So you've had months of dreaming, thinking, praying, creation, crying, all the emotions, processing. Now it's time to apply all of that learning to action. Jupiter moves into Aries at the start of this year. Like he's already in there, but we start this year with Jupiter in Aries. So like there is a huge opportunity for you to actually apply all of that knowledge and learning and actually expand and do something with it. Now, what's really important for you this year is to understand where you are not in balance. Some of you still have maybe addictive tendencies, escapism. It could be drinking, drugs, eating, sex, shopping, whatever. But like with the Temperance card here reversed, where are you out of balance? Where are your behaviors or actions not in balance? And you already know that. Remember, this year is the seven of swords. I feel like you're already aware of the things you need to change regarding your behavior and how you escape, how you don't want to deal with reality. I love you, Pisces, but sometimes y'all just disconnect and you live in your fantasy, or you let other people tell you lies and you believe them because you want to believe in the fantasy. It's like, It's time to wake up and use all of that knowledge and information and experience to actually apply change in your life and to make a difference. Now, some of you have been giving way too much and not receiving enough. So that needs to come back into balance. Some of you have been avoiding changes that need to be made. Your behaviors, impulses, addictions, toxic cycles, whatever, you know, you need to change them because they're not in balance. But you want to avoid it. And it's just like, no, like I have the Queen of Cups here. Some of you, I think really helpful for you this year would be getting some coaching, some counseling, some therapy, some energy workers. And I don't mean that in like an offensive way. Like I have therapists, coaches, energy workers, massage therapists. Like I have the whole team to just keep me afloat. So it's just like, I think if you've been avoidant on that, or if you've been kind of like checking in, you know, periodically, like, no, you need to create a better system for yourself and understand that like we all need support. And with this Queen of Cups, this is saying you need to really sort of like everything that you're feeling, it needs to come up and you need to deal with it. You can't push it away. You can't feel so overwhelmed. You don't know what to do with it. It's like, no, it's like, just day by day, whatever's coming up, even if it's just journaling, even if it's just moving that energy with creativity, painting, poetry, whatever. But like having another person who can actually, you know, who has training, who can actually help you make sense of everything that's going on internally and give you a language and a suggestion to clear it, etc. Like that's going to be amazing for you. That will help you expand. And you already know that if you can get the support that you need, you will skyrocket. But like some of you are scared of skyrocketing. Some of you are scared of the success. Some of you are scared of meeting that dream partner because you're like, what if I get it and then I lose it? Well, that's the point. That's why you use therapy and other people who can help you figure out how to clear the shadows, how to clear the toxic cycles, how to clear the addictions and the impulsive tendencies and dependencies. Because when you can clear them, then you can have more available space to expand in the positive ways, which means your personality, your characteristics, your traits, your skill sets level up. You can hold a higher vibration. And when you meet that other person, or you get that dream job, or you move to that, you know, amazing place that you want to move to, you are a vibrational match and you can actually hold it. Okay? Because a lot of you, if you got everything that you wanted right now, you couldn't maintain it. You couldn't hold it. So you need to focus on clearing out any of the shadows or the self-doubt or the self-sabotage or the self-limiting beliefs that block you from keeping everything you want. And then when you level up and you get it, you will actually be able to keep it for, you know, maybe forever for some of you, depending on whatever, how it unfolds. But my point is, it's like, you got to clear out the inside so that we can expand externally, right? You also have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. So this is huge opportunity for you to change. This is fated destiny. This is a huge year for you with a lot of universal support. And how do you get that support? Queen of Cups. You need to pay attention to yourself. All of your emotions, all of your fears, all of your anxieties, all of your impulses, everything that's coming up needs to be reviewed and adjusted or accepted or cleared or enhanced, etc. Okay? Wheel of Fortune. This is your 5th major arcana card. Holy shit. I think this is the most out of all of the readings that I've done up until now. You guys have a huge opportunity this year to change your life. And the Wheel of Fortune is A, saying where are you stuck on the loop so you can break it, so you can expand. And secondly, when you decide to break it and expand, you have the Wheel of Fortune supporting you. All of the opportunities and expansion and abundance and new connections, new love, new collaborations, etc., will flow towards you. You need to be ready to accept them. But you can't accept them if you're so distracted doing all these old things with these old people in these old situations, because you're like still living in the fantasy that this will be fine. I'm okay. I don't need to change nothing. It's everyone else's problem. Like, no, babe, come on. Like, Page of Cups, new offers, and you've got the Queen of Pentacles reverse. So the Queen of Pentacles reverse, where are you disconnected from reality? Where are you dealing with other people and they are disconnected from reality and you're just accepting it's fine, they'll change, they'll fix it, they won't. Seven of Wands reversed. Seven of Wands reversed. We need to stop protecting things that don't need to be protected. That can be the ego protecting your old behaviors. That can be the ego protecting people that you think you love who are really good, quote unquote, for you. They're not good for you. They're not good. Like maybe even it's a job. Oh, I'm just scared. If I leave, I won't find another job. And it's like, that's the ego trying to protect you so that you don't, get lost and feel unsafe. But it's like, really, you're just self-sabotaging by staying in these old connections under these old jobs or whatever. So it's like the Queen of Pentacles is like, where are you continuing to invest your energy, time, money, focus, love into connections that are not supporting you properly and you can't expand? There's no opportunities here anyways. Why are you doing that? With the Page of Cups, you have new opportunities coming. You have new offers. You have new people who want to offer you their love, who want to offer you new money, who want to offer you new opportunities, but you're not seeing the reality of the situation, which is that there's new offers trying to come to you. And instead, you're choosing to focus on these old fantasies and illusions that are not real anyways. So it's like, no, we need to break it. We need to break it. We need to break it. Okay, it's not serving you anyways. Yeah, some of these are just dead and gone, y'all. This is so overdue. Sun flies out with the star. Are you serious? The sun and the star fly out. So I have the star that flies out, the sun that flies out. Like these cards are literally total wish fulfillment. Total wish fulfillment. Write that down. Total wish fulfillment. How do you get it? Three of Swords reverse, Two of Swords, the Five of Coins reverse. It's like, and we have the Eight of Cups. You only get the total wish fulfillment when you drop everything that is not fulfilling you, everything that is not satisfying you, everything, everyone, all the connections that you know are not good for you. You know you're wasting your energy. You know you're wasting your time. You know you're wasting your talent. You know you're wasting your love. You know you're wasting your future opportunities because you want to stay, because this is comfortable, because this is quote unquote good for you, because you've invested so much time, because you have these deep attachments, these deep habits, these deep behaviors, and you're too scared to do the healing. Like, shut up, get out there, heal yourself. Like, fix all of these issues, because if you can focus on fixing these issues through this year, 2024 for you is going to be explosive. Explosive. We're not even focusing on that right now because, like, you will be so overwhelmed with all of the opportunities and abundance flowing to you. And even this year, you will start to see the new connections. You will start to see the abundance. You will start to see the opportunities when you decide to move in a new direction. When you decide to pick a new person, to pick a new path, to pick a new job. I also feel like for some of you, you don't even need to pick a new person or partner. You need to take a little bit of alone time just to figure out what you really want, because your wants are different. What you're telling yourself you need in relationships, in your work is different, but you're still living in the fantasy, or you're still living in the illusion that you're the same person you were 5, 2, 3, 1, 10 years ago. And you're not, you're a different person. So it's like, you need different things. Mentally, you're keeping yourself stuck. The Three of Swords reverse is saying these old heartbreaks, traumas, all of that healing, it is happening. It has been happening. It's been trying to happen faster, but you've been delaying it for whatever reason. So it's like, dive in. Like, it's not, you're not getting the same, the old connections, the old ways of doing things, the old parties, impulses, whatever. It's not gold. It used to maybe shine. Maybe before it was shiny and you were like, ooh, this is fun. This is helpful. Try. I invite you, go. Go. Try to connect with the same people. Try to go to the same parties. Try to do the same thing. You're going to be, and maybe for a few more weeks, fine. But like get to mid 2023, you're just going to be like, what am I doing? Oh my God, what am I doing? 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 It's like, so save yourself that. What am I doing? Why am I doing that? And just start now. Start cleaning up shop now. Start cleaning it out. Start integrating the new expansion. Again, like we just had Jupiter leave Pisces and move into Aries. So it's action. It is action. It is go time. And this is cardinal fire, which is like burn, baby, burn, go, go, go. So like, yeah, if ever there was a time for change, it is now. Okay. So go for it. Try something new. My God, the sun and the star. Are you crazy? If you knew how much opportunity and abundance you have coming, this is like my tarot teacher told me when the sun card comes up, the reading's over because everything works out better than you can even imagine. So it's like, give yourself that. Give yourself that. You deserve that. You thinking you don't deserve that is an old illusion. That is a trauma response. That is you thinking you're not worthy. That is you thinking you're not good enough. You don't have the right skills. It's imposter syndrome. Whatever it is, drop it. Drop that bullshit illusion and level up. God, you need to get back into, yeah. Some of the people around you, they don't want you to level up because when you level up and you move forward, making better decisions for yourself, healthier decisions for yourself, you are mirroring to them everything that they are not doing. So they don't want to see you making better, healthier decisions for yourself because when you start to level up, they're going to stay stagnant and they're going to recognize, wow, I'm not doing anything. I'm not making changes. I'm not becoming healthier. I'm not improving. I'm not leveling up. But I see Pisces, they're leveling up. Oh my God. So what do? So they plan to drag you back, or they plan to keep you in an illusion where you believe that you can't do something, or they project onto you the fears or the anxieties or whatever. These people are scared for you to level up. This just came up, I think, with Aquarius. Also interesting. This is an overall energy of other people. They're a little bit jealous. They see your full potential. And trust me, haters see your potential before you do. And they want to either connect to you to get pulled to the top with you, or they want to connect with you to keep you stuck and small. So like, I don't know which it is, but these people do not want you leveling up because when you level up and you move on, they know that you will be leaving them in the past and you won't even be contacting them ever again for some of you. So it's just like, these people are scared for you to level up. They're trying to keep you small. Like, you have some snakes here. You have some people who don't have the best intentions for you. And it's like, if you feel that, you need to trust that. Again, top card this year is what? Self-trust. I also feel like, yeah, you've got luck on your side. You've got the four-leaf clover here again. You have luck on your side supporting you, but you need to follow your heart. You need to follow your intuition. You need to follow your path. And you can't lie to yourself. You can't lie to yourself. Also, I'm thinking like mid-year, you're not even going to be able to lie to yourself because the lies will be so loud and you'll be so uncomfortable. So don't wait till that point. Like, what, you want to wait for a tower moment to show up and the universe to step in and come crashing down and everything like, what are you doing? Take your power back now. Take your power back and stand in your power and make your decisions for yourself. Change your life this year. The answers you need are coming. So the answers that you need are coming. I think you will find them on a new path. I also think that some of you, this is a full moon in Gemini. Some of you maybe got answers this past full Gemini moon. I think that was in December. So maybe if you think back a few weeks ago or leading up to that, it was like, what information started to creep up? Maybe it was just in your subconscious. Maybe it was internal information that you already knew you needed to make these changes. And now we're just confirming that. If it hasn't happened yet, it's fine. But trust me, some clarity about other people, maybe their intentions, maybe things that have been hidden from you, maybe it's just dreams or downloads. The answers you need are coming. So trust whatever you're feeling, trust yourself, and make the decisions moving forward with that new information that's coming through, okay? A new romantic cycle begins. I love that. This is also the Libra card. I have a new romantic cycle begins. I also feel like for a lot of you, this can just be a new, deep, intimate connection. This can be collaborations, partners. It's not going to be romance for everyone, but for a lot of you, you have opportunity to meet new love connections for sure. But like the scales are on this card, and we already talked about you finding better balance. So when you find that better balance and you begin to hold that vibration, you will attract a better collaborator, partner, friend, lover, who will also be in that balance. And then you can actually expand with that person. So trust that this new romantic cycle, this new intimate cycle will be beginning, but you can't have both, bitch. You can't have both. You can't hold on to the old and expect the new to show up because you don't have space for both. The last card here, nothing will come of this situation. Okay? Nothing will come of this situation. So if you want to stay, great. Nothing's going to happen. If you want to stay, great. Nothing's going to change. If you want to stay, great. No opportunities, no expansion. Nothing's going to happen for you. Nothing will come from this situation. So stop lying to yourself. Stop living in the fantasy that this will change. It won't. So just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Guardians, protection. Okay, protection and guardians. This is saying the universe is trying to lead you to a new direction. You're protected on this new path. Make better decisions for yourself and move out of these situations that are draining you, okay? My God, you need to be joking. Fantasy and dream. I have never even seen this card. I didn't even know it was in this deck. It's like, what are you living in? What lies are you telling yourself? What reality have you created? It's not real. Drop it. Get out of it. Get out of the fantasy. These people are not changing. You need to change. Get out of the fantasy. These habits are not okay. You are wasting your energy. You are wasting your time. Also, what fantasies are you living in? All of these situations are benefiting me. They're not benefiting you. They're not benefiting you. So leave. Get out of the fantasy. And humility and peace. Humility and peace. When you can accept that you have believed something that was not true for a while, you can say, wow, I'm going to drop my ego. I'm going to drop my self-protection. I'm going to drop my self-sabotaging tendencies, and I'm going to accept, I'm going to experience humility and accept that I've been lying to myself. I've been allowing these other people to lie to me, and that's fine. I accept that. And now I'm finding peace. And when I can find peace and I can accept that I have accepted the bullshit up until now, I understand that I have made the decision to accept this bullshit, which means what? I understand I have made a decision, which means now I have the power to make a different decision. And I am now at peace with this situation. I am making a different decision. I'm taking my power back and making a different decision to move forward in a new way, which will bring new romantic cycles, new opportunities, new answers, wheel of fortune expansion, the sun, opportunities for satisfaction, love, growth, expansion. It's like, that's what I want. That is real satisfaction. That is where you should be focused. Okay, last two cards. Strength. Strength. You need to stand up and have your own opinion. Your opinion and perspective is the only perspective that counts. This decision you have put off will have long-lasting positive effects on your future. Bitch. Strength. Make the stronger decision for yourself. Creativity. Creativity. There are different ways of dealing with this situation. Stop giving away your power. Didn't I say that already? Think of different and creative methods so that you can be heard and you can find other opportunities for expansion. Get creative, Pisces. You were born to be creative. You were born to dream big. Stop lying to yourself about these situations. Get creative with your exit strategy. Find your strength. Move towards that new path and find the Wheel of Fortune twice supporting you. Find 7, 8 major arcana cards, the universe supporting you to move you towards your fate and your destiny, and use this energy to find new connections, new romantic cycles, new opportunities for expansion, and all of the blessings that you actually deserve, because you deserve the fucking world, Pisces. Stop lying to yourself, okay? I love you so much. I hope this helps. Please comment below. I love to read your comments and see what's coming up for you guys. I suggest you watch your sun, moon, and rising, your Mars and your Venus for a full picture. If you liked this reading, you can gift it to a friend. You can download it on my website, or you can, whatever. You can just gift it to them through their email. Yeah, I love you guys. I will see you very soon. Ciao.